Hi, my name is Jacqui Sutton, and I'm the lead vocalist and band leader for the Houston-based Frontier Jazz Orchestra. And I want to ask you a question about the last election. Don't run away. There was conventional wisdom that went something like this. Urban America and rural America don't understand each other. They're talking across each other. Everybody's angry. Ipso facto, we are all hopelessly divided. I don't buy that. And the reason that I don't buy that is because for the last 7, almost 8 years now, my band, the Frontier Jazz Orchestra, has been blending jazz, urban, and bluegrass, rural. And we've had a great time doing it. Now those efforts have been rewarded. The Houston Arts Alliance has given me a seed grant for me to do 2 things. One, compose original frontier jazz songs, and that excites me to no end. The other is to up my game as a producer. So I am mounting a multimedia, immersive frontier jazz, bluegrass jazz experience through music and theater. This is all going to happen on March 16th through 17th at my debut concert right here in Houston at The Match. I'm calling it Un-CrossTalk. So before I go any further, I want to give you a little primer on the nature of frontier jazz, and then when I come back, I want to talk more about my campaign and why I need your help. Enjoy! Hi, my name is Jacqui Sutton, and I'm a jazz and bluegrass singer. I turned 50, and instead of buying a red sports car, I started a garage band.
I close my eyes and you're there with me.
Well, not a band, but a mini orchestra, and I call it the Frontier Jazz Orchestra. And it all came together in my debut CD, Billy and Dolly. It's an homage to my 2 favorite female vocalists, Billie Holiday and Dolly Parton. Now, I get raised eyebrows when I put those 2 names together, but to me they are both soul singers.
Weary angel, oh, I know I have been a heavy cross to
In my early 20s, I got my start in jazz singing with a vocal jazz ensemble called Jazz Mouth. Now, this was San Francisco in the 1980s, and people like Bobby McFerrin and Tuck and Patty were on the rise. I kind of left my heart in San Francisco, literally, and a few years later I moved to Portland, Oregon, where I have no idea how I got turned on to this, but I started contra dancing. And for people who don't know what contra dancing is, it's like square dancing, except you do it in line patterns. So, you have the same calls, Alaman left, do-si-do, swing your partner. I know. Here's this black woman do-si-doing and Alaman lefting the bluegrass music. But I'll tell you, the organizers of these dancers always had the most amazing bluegrass musicians accompanying the dancers. I finally figured out that I could blend jazz and bluegrass and even classical music vocally because I just love it all, and I didn't want to have to choose one. Welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed that. Now I want to talk more specifically about Un-CrossTalk and this campaign. As I mentioned, the Houston Arts Alliance gave me a seed grant, and that was in the amount of $10,000. However, that doesn't go nearly far enough to cover the cost for mounting a multimedia, semi-theatrical, immersive jazz bluegrass experience. So my first line item for this is to create as big a sound as possible for this. And that includes the 9 musicians that I've hired to do this. They are amazing. And you know what? They're also adults, and they deserve to be paid a fair wage. So I have 2 trumpet players. I have a pianist who is doubling on trombone. I have a banjo player who's doubling on guitar. I have 2 cellists. I have a percussionist and a drummer. They are wonderful, and they have been on this journey with me since 2010. The other line items include venue fees, graphic design, animations, but the line item that is nearest and dearest to my heart is for the subsidies that I'm providing for 70 people who could not afford the ticket price. I want to encourage people to come to see Un-CrossTalk. And for some people, a $20 admission is still too much. So I am 100% subsidizing those tickets for 70 people. So that is the general overview for Un-CrossTalk. If you've never heard the Frontier Jazz Orchestra, I encourage you to click on the SoundCloud link below so you can hear what we've done as far as covers of other songs. In the meantime, I appreciate your attention and I thank you very much, and I remain yours in music. Thank you.